But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace.
I'm Hannah.
This is Mimosa Monday. So we're about to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac, and we have our mimosas. Excuse my lipstick. I got a mimosa with strawberries in it.
That's why I actually have a mimosa this time.
Yes, we both actually have them this time. But hey, Gregory, thank you for watching. Hi, the Queen of Cheesecake.
Hi.
Yes, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And hello, Real Time Talk 101. That's Kanar's other page, my husband. And hey, Robin. Hey, Nikki Pooh. Before I start, and hey, Aviel, this is my other moderator outside of, well, the Queen of Cheesecake and Aviel moderate for me. So I want to thank these ladies. Hey, Shy-Time Naja girl. And hey, Unapologetic. So I just want to start this off first. I do want to give some shout outs. First of all, I want to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I've been able to get over 100 subscribers in the past week. So thank you. You are now sugar babies. I want to shout out some channels too. I want to shout out AT2, Hood Life Chronicles, House of Princess, and Freckles. And Don't Tell Me, Tell the People. These channels have supported me. They shared my channel. So I'm always going to be grateful. Last but not least, I want to thank Hannah. Hannah helped me start this channel. One of the originals. I'm going to always give her flowers. So thank you, Hannah.
Of course.
Let's get into it. And hey, everybody. But Real Housewives of Potomac. So this episode, it was interesting. I thought it was good, but it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And yes, drop those candy pieces in the chat. I love saying that. But how do you want to do this? We don't have to talk about this scene by scene, but we can talk about certain scenes. So the first
I'll let you start. I'll come in.
Okay. All right.
Oh, at this time though.
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is Giselle and her daughter Grace and this driving. Finally, the daughter has gotten her permit. She's ready to learn how to fully drive, but she still can't drive. So it's a mess. It is a hot mess. This Gucci car, I didn't know they made Gucci cars, but all right. So going past that, I hope her daughter Grace does learn how to drive, but the driving was like atrocious in the parking lot. It reminded me of a time when I was learning how to drive. My mother's trying to teach me how to drive a stick shift in a parking lot, and I gave up. I can't do stick shifts at all.
Well, I can understand.
Yes, it's crazy. Thank you all for this candy in the chat. And I'm going to try to get to your comments more towards the end so we can have a full flowing conversation. But
My bad. Crazy.
That scene was good. What did you think of Mia talking with her husband? Oh, and hey, Marcella, what did you think of Mia talking with her husband? And I'm going to get started, but I forgot to shout out Marcella Booth Davis. She's always shouting me out and showing me support. So please, thank you. Yes. But going back to the scene, Mia was talking with her husband in regards to Candace and the whole Chris being her husbander. What did you think of that?
I'll say this. First of all, I don't agree with it, but it's not my marriage. But why are you even discussing that with your husband? Like, I'm not discussing another person's marriage or business with my husband. Like, that's not my place. It's not my business. I could really care less. We can have our opinions, but they had a whole, while she cooking, just having a whole conversation about these other people's lives. Understandable. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I feel like she's too new to the scene to even have something. I could see if it was maybe Ashley talking about the situation, but I feel like she's too new to even, put her foot in there. Understandable. I do want to go touch back in 1 second about the driving. If she don't drive that daggone smart car. I was really looking online after that because my son, he going to start driving next year. I was really looking online for that Gucci, that Gucci car. I'm like, they added this. I didn't see it anywhere. I was looking on a lot of websites earlier. I'm like, they don't have no daggone Gucci.
Yeah. And no offense to the Gucci car, but it just seems so tacky to me.
It's like when people wear the baby shower Burberry shirt. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
the Mini Cooper, it's a nice car. It's too small for me because I like trucks, but it's a nice car. However, when you put the Gucci on the side and everything, it just looks tacky.
Yeah, and when I didn't even realize it was a Gucci car until they got out the car, because when they had on the seatbelts, I thought the daughter had on a Gucci shirt.
Yeah, I thought they had a backpack on, the Gucci bag.
I was like, oh, that's cute. And then they got out and I realized it was the car. So, hey, Jen. But no, and hey, my kiddo. But going back to Mia, it's like every week she finds somebody to like harp on. And so, yes, we gonna get to this, Marcella. But every week,
I see my eyeglasses in my car.
Yes, she said, "Listen, Miss Dorothy and Chris must be feud, and Mia is sealing her spot for the next season. She actually is."
Yes.
But I just was wondering why she was talking about Candace and the whole husbander thing. She is so against it, and I agree. I don't want my husband managing me.
Oh, I agree.
And what I have going on. So it is. We're gonna talk about that, or we can talk about it now. We can actually talk about Candace and that situation now. Or you know what? I'm gonna wait. To get to
wait, I got some tea. I got something to say. Not tea, but I want to go in depth with that one.
Yeah. So, but Mia needs to focus on definitely building that relationship with her mother. I hate that how their relationship is strained, kind of, and it was brought to our attention that she's now close, or the mom and the sister are close to each other, and they're not as close to her.
I got my eyeglasses.
Oh, good.
Baby.
Yes, make sure you like and subscribe. But I really want Mia to focus on her own life and stop focusing on everybody else, because Mia was like tweeting and everything yesterday.
Oh, she was? Oh, I didn't see
that. Yeah. She was saying how her somebody's husband is in the kitchen cooking for her and all this other stuff. And Chris came back and said he likes his women chocolate, like a more natural woman.
I'm sorry, but
so yeah, so I don't know what's up with Mia and why she's focusing on Candace so much, but like Marcella said, she's definitely trying to seal her spot on the show. It cuts to Karen working on them candles. I'm gonna move past that.
I love Karen now.
She's still with the 3-wick, 1-wick McDowell's and McDonald's stuff. That's what it reminds me of, because it's like, come on now, Karen, you copy Wendy's idea with these candles, and now you're trying to say yours is the 3-wick.
I mean, it might be better than Wendy's candles.
I'm looking at
the packaging is better.
Yes, and Mia need to focus on that lopsided booty. Yeah.
Lopsided cheeks. Them cheeks is a little wobbly.
Yes. And so going to Wendy and Eddie, they talk about our candles as well. Oh, this candle talk is getting on my nerves. It's boring. I think these are filler scenes. What's interesting though about Wendy, she doesn't talk a lot about the financial side of her business. And I know she's very educated. So I just find it hard to believe that she does not want to talk about the financial part of her candle business. I don't understand why. She's acting like she doesn't know. She has to get her receipts together. And yes, y'all are going in on me.
She by Sheree.
Yeah, the She by Sheree.
She by Sheree candle line.
Exactly. Then we cut to Ashley and her family. Michael wants to get into movies, and he asked her, did she want to start a business? So I was done with that. And I know I'm going over some of this quickly because I want to get to that video shoot with Candace.
Oh, yes. I'm ready for the shoot.
Marcella said, no, she had the candles in the works last year before the season ending with Monique Samuels was on the show. Oh, okay. So and Marcella lives in that area. So I didn't know what she had. I knew she had her perfume, so I didn't know she had the candles.
You know, the Grand Dame.
Oh, the Grand Dame, yes. And Robin, though, going to Robin and Juan. They're looking at warehouse spaces. She says she has over 15,000 orders for this hat, and she needs a space to make these hats. Hannah, did you get your order in yet?
First of all, let's start with this BS. I went to her site again earlier, and it still says sold out. So how do you have all these orders and you have nothing in stock?
I think it's the same 15,000. I mean,
she has 15 hats that they model. Them hats that they model in the beginning. I have saw no post, no tweet, no Instagram, no TikTok. No one has posted, oh, I have a hat by Robin. Like, no one has said this. And for the show to be on right now, people would post it. It's no hashtag. It's nothing.
Exactly.
Those hats are non-existing. It's giving Jen.
Exactly. Well, I seen Giselle with one, but I guess that was one of the model.
The model hats.
But yeah, she has these 15,000 hats, and she says she should be grossing like $60,000.
My head is.
So Robin, who was that said that? Abiel said the math ain't mathing. It sure is. It is not mathing at all. And yeah, the $59 hats. She loves the price. On the site, they're like $20, I think.
I went like to $25.99 or something.
Yeah, they're like half the price now. Hey, Vegas girl. But them hats, yeah, Sheree needs some hats too. She buys Sheree hats. They gonna be out spring, summer, or whatever she said, fall. That's when they're gonna come out. But no, her and Juan's relationship in this scene, she was asking for him to be more nurturing. What you say?
I really can't say.
Yeah, she was asking for him to be more nurturing. She sold them to Trump. I bet. I bet she did.
I'm logging off. This is enough for me because y'all.
Yes, and yes, unapologetic. The hats are $59. Yes, and how you making $60K, but you $100K in the hole with the house? Yes, I thank you, Queen of Cheesecake. I meant to say that. So with her house, she says she's $100K out of budget. Like, what exactly are y'all doing? And they already had money problems.
I didn't see $100K.
Yeah, not to be in somebody's wallet and all count their money and stuff, but she's known on the show for having these problems. So I'm like, you're $100K out of budget. Didn't you just get in the black? So yes, and yes, spring, summer, fall for Sheree. She by Sheree.
I'm sorry, if I'm making $60,000 every week, I'm not living in a townhouse. No,
she said
one in the townhouse.
She said it should be 60 a week.
Maybe $5-10.
I mean, $60K. She said when she gets rid of when she makes the 15,000, this is what she's
not making none of that. I need to see some tax returns, some 1099.
She owes $70K to Uncle Sam too. See,
$70K.
No, they money is funny. I just don't know how they made it on. Yeah, I don't know how they made it on the show because, I mean, they seem like normal people money wise when it comes to, like, I feel like I could have been on the show.
we both could be. We're our spot.
So Unapologetic says she should have been using that $100K to build a shed in the back of her hat storage. Exactly. Or $100K to build her own house without
it in her basement.
Yeah, what you say?
She could have, if she wanted to save money, she could have ran it in her basement because you could have did it yourself. You and the kids could have been tagging back and shipping that stuff out. If you having money problems, and if you can keep the $60K, if you're not trying to live beyond your means and buy big warehouses just for this and that, you keep that money in house.
Exactly, but she has too many orders.
Girl.
Orders. They want this hat, but
I want my hat, but I can't order it. I can't wear it on the show.
Marcella said no marriage license to be found. I believe she lied on her mortgage paperwork. Her assumption they are going to be married. So Robin still is living foul. Like, I just would not trust her with the money. And that's another thing that got me. So does Robin handle the finances for the family? Because why is it like Juan is always shocked about what's going on? Like, is this for the show or is this real life? How does this man not know about their finances? Now, I know as women, we do handle some finances or maybe all for our household, but you still communicate that with your partner. I'm just confused as to why Juan is always finding out at the last minute, because I think with the taxes, he found out at the last minute. So the taxes were just for her, though. I forgot they're single, so the taxes was just her. But still, yeah, they are not good with money.
I think Juan lives separately than her. Like, I feel like even when they were married, he had separate. So they were married but separate.
You think they were separate?
A lot of backlash that fell on Robin did not fall on Juan. I feel like he had a separate bank account. He had a separate everything because they knew each other for so long. He knows her patterns. He probably knows certain things about her. So she kept saying we, but it wasn't we. It was you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these homes are her. It's not her, Juan. It's her.
Yes, so that's what Marcella was saying.
But separate.
Yeah, that's what Marcella was saying. She lied on the paperwork for that house. Like, yeah, because Juan lives down the street. Exactly.
That part too.
Yes, what warehouse was she at when a scholar got introduced? Exactly. She was at a warehouse with a scholar. So I'm like, what's wrong with that?
She was.
I don't know what's wrong with that one. Like, maybe this is all for the show because it ain't their finances anymore. Juan ain't co-mingling funds. Exactly.
Well, I'm not sticking beside her.
Mm-hmm. He taking his little coaching money from Coppin State. Shout out to the HBCU Coppin State. But he taking that little money and he's good.
I'm gonna ask you though, because as a businesswoman yourself,
mm-hmm.
would you, if after your significant other, and I'll answer it too, so I don't want you to be the only one in the hot spot. After your significant other basically owe so much money and after order finances, if you came to a point where you can get more money without dealing with that, would you put your money back into that situation?
No, I'm surprised Juan got back with her because, with marriages, they usually break up for cheating, finances, or just no sex at all. So in the situation that they had, I couldn't do that because I know you shouldn't marry for money and all that, but you fooled me the first time. And then the second time, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So he got fooled again with this $70,000 tax debt. If I were him, I would be gone, which he is. We all know he's gone. I think they're just together for this show. But I want to read Marcella's comment. She said, Juan money is separate. Believe that he would not have married her with that tax bill. Also, Robert parents don't want them married. What you calling Robert?
With some braids.
Right. So, yeah, that it was. If I were him, and that's what's so crazy. The first time they said they let a friend invest the money. Allegedly, this friend is who she had an affair with, but I don't know how true that is. But that's what I was hearing in the YouTube streets. So I don't know that somebody said that was her mother's warehouse. Oh, okay. So Unapologetic and Chi-Town said that was her mother's warehouse. So she actually does need to get her own space. Juan said, fool me once. Right. Is Juan Robin's life coach? That's what it seemed like. Or he's her finesser. Because it sounds like, well,
everything but her fiance.
Yeah, her what is it? Her finesser instead of fiance. Vanessa, I can't even say
the fact that she introduced this man, which I would never say, as my ex-husband fiance. That don't even sound right. Like, first of all, if we're engaged again, you're my fiance. Well, I'm not telling besides the world, but you trying to get a new warehouse. This is my ex-husband fiance. What? Does that sound right coming out your mouth?
Exactly. I think it's for the show. He has a whole other woman. Because remember, I don't know if you remember a few seasons ago, he had a breakdown talking about he just can't do this no more.
Yes, I remember that.
He just can't put on the facade of acting like her man. He has to go to his other woman.
And his mic was down because they was like separately, and his mic was on.
Exactly. Chi-Town said, I think she meant allegedly. Robin was sleeping with a friend who stole Juan's money. Yes, that's what I've been hearing in these YouTube streets.
Allegedly, I've been hearing that too.
Marcella said he claims one child. He claims one. They live together to save money. Plus, he didn't pay child support. Wendy was correct. Believe me, Robert did cheat with the scammer.
Well, he claimed one child. They got two, right?
Yeah. So she let him. You know how? Well, I claim all my kids. So she probably.
I'm thinking he claimed. I wasn't reading text.
I was thinking tax. I'm thinking tax wise. Now, if we're talking about what is it? Paternity. Wow. But I think Marcella is talking about tax wise.
Okay, tax wise. Okay.
Y'all see, I have my alleged banner. She made no sense. Just say fiance.
Exactly. What?
Yes, all allegedly. So Miss Robin or Mr. Robert.
We're not doing this.
As Marcella calls her. I need her to get it together. I know she got a life coach. She's trying, but like what is she? 42, 43? I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody told me at 40.
She's in her 30s.
No, she's 42 or 43. But somebody told me that the light bulb should come on at 40. So I don't know if she just forgot to turn on her light.
It should come on at 30.
Well, no, I'll say this, because the reason why I say 40 is because at 30, yes, a light bulb is coming on, but even I've struggled with this. I put up a post yesterday. I've struggled with moving past making moves based off of what other people think and fully being okay with just being me. And they were saying at 40, when you turn 40, something clicks and it's just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just doing me. I'm no longer caring about what my mama have to say, what my friends have to say. I'm doing me. So
I say for me for 30,
yeah,
that's my light bulb click. Like, I'm divorcing, I'm out, Like 30 was my light bulb. Like, I don't care about nobody else but myself.
Yeah, Chi-Town said tax wise. Yeah. Oh. No, I still sometimes for me, like it weighs on me. Like I stay up at night. I have anxiety about this sometimes, just like my interactions daily with people. And I've run into the situation of always being so nice, and that is tiring. I'm not trying to always being so nice. I can't even talk.
I tell you,
I'm tired. I'm tired, and I'm not always trying to be nice. I am nice to those that deserve it. But if you come my way with some smoke, I'm gonna come right back with you. So that's all that it is. But before I wouldn't. I would be like, oh, I'm gonna just leave it alone, because I don't do the drama. I really don't. But like, if you're disrespectful with me, I can get with you. But yes, allegedly she said that about cheating, and I think she'll mention it again this season. I can't wait to see that. Marcella said he's playing the role so she can be paid. Yes, tax money. Yes, that's what she was talking about. He claims one. She claims one in the townhouse. Yeah, that's so crazy to me. So that, of course, we know they're filing separate, which is why they're claiming one. Let's be honest. Robert, aka Robin, needs to just accept her truth. Yes. Abiel said, yep, 40 gives unbothered. I love it. Yes, I can't wait to be that way, like truly unbothered, where I don't have to clap back, where I don't pay nobody no dust. I just keep it moving.
I don't think I'm unbothered yet.
That's what I said. At 40, you'll reach that point where I'm not paying you dust.
I'm still coming. I probably will be though. I mean, I could care less, but my mouth is just like, I don't have to get the last word anymore though. Mm-hmm. I do let more stuff go than I used to. But if I feel disrespected, I'm sorry, I can't be unbothered. I can deal with almost anything now except disrespect. Oh, and cut me off in traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I would sit there and just think about stuff. And sometimes when people would talk crazy to me, of course I would respond in kind, but I want to be able to walk away. My kiddo says, so Robert has a sweatshop. Not yet. Not for her 15,000 orders yet.
Not the sweatshop.
Yes. Cheers to that. 40 is the I don't give a fuck. Or excuse me. I don't give a F season. Yes. Cheers to that. I got 2 more years and I'll be there. I'm going to be 40 and fine.
Well, you're always going to be fine.
Yes. Yes, but I'm gonna be extra fine.
And And that's when you hit that peak.
Yes. And Samaya said, and shout out to Samaya, she's from my hometown, Milwaukee, but she said, I laugh more at 41 than the last word, these fools. Yes, I agree. Marcella, she says she likes cat and he likes cat too. Allegedly, she wants him and others cat. He likes others cat, allegedly. Oh,
I actually really believe that because when it first started, I thought Robin and him was like swingers.
Cousin.
Like,
I thought they was cousins. They look like they could be related.
I thought she was bisexual. Like I was like, oh, okay, they must be like, swinging.
Well, I was just like, I thought she was the token white lady of the show. I thought she was white. And then
no ounce of femininity. Yeah. Am I saying the right? Femininity?
Yeah.
She doesn't give me any type of, I don't know, I don't get it. Like they both look like they be in the locker room together.
Exactly. And happy early birthday, unapologetic.
Early birthday.
Yes. A Libra season. I love Libras. Me, Libras, and Aquarius get along, as they say.
My Lamar's the Libra. He'll be 15 next week. Oh.
Yeah.
Chest on that one.
Marcella said threesomes. Yep. I know y'all. Yeah, they had. That's why I said I thought they were cousins or siblings because they looked like when they hugged, it was so dry. Like he does not want her. And the problem is, this is the problem with their situation. Now his parents died when he was a young age, and I believe at one point he went to live with her parents or something like that. They've been they were high school sweethearts, so they've been together since high school. And then they married, they went through the divorce. And it's like, we all know as ladies, what you like at 16, 17 is completely different than what you want at 25 and 30. So it's like, yes, she didn't get to experience her whole phase. I would just say that.
Agree.
Yes, and yes, Marcella got me sipping my tea. Marcella got me sipping my mimosa.
Say this though, I'm going to go by personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel her. I mean, I'm not going to be a whole nail, but I never lived my whole phase. We all had those. But I got married at 18, and I was married for 10 years. So I didn't experience, the phase that people went through. And not that I wanted to experience it, but looking back, I'm like, damn, I really married too young. So I can see kind of not condoning why Juan cheated, but getting married so young and knowing each other for so long, sometimes you do, but like, well, what else is out there?
Exactly. And my kiddo, here she goes with the trolling. Are Robert and Juan brothers in real life?
You know what? I'm not doing this. Good night, Candace.
Yes.
I'm refilling my mimosa.
I'm going to keep that up for a minute.
I didn't refill my mimosa because
the dynamic
is hot tonight.
Yes, I'm refilling mine. The dynamic between
you filling up tonight.
Yes, and I didn't want to get too lit, but this is fun.
I was drinking before the show. That's probably why I'm lit.
Oh no.
It was full. This is it.
And yes, hey Milwaukee. But the dynamic between those two, they seem like brother and sister to me. Is it me? Like I don't get it. I don't get it as to the relationship. I really do think it's for the show. They don't seem happy together. Well, Juan don't seem happy with her. I don't know about Robin. Robin seems like a great actress. I don't know how she's feeling because I've never seen her really show any emotion. It's just the same blank look. And yeah, the only time I saw her show emotion was when she was doing that.
Remember that season? Remember the episode when didn't Giselle ask to have a threesome with Juan? Remember that they were in the kitchen?
Oh yeah.
At the old house.
I thought it was because Michelle. I thought it was because Giselle wanted Juan.
I always thought Giselle did want Juan because she was so concerned about their bit. She knows more than we know. She must know what's really going on, and she's trying to slide in.
Her and Robin are bumping kitty cats. Excuse my language.
Giselle can't keep a man.
On that trip, that solidified my thoughts on that because they wanted their room together. Like they doing something, and Robin is like, so she's like, didn't Whitney used to have a Robin? So Giselle has a Robin too.
You know what? We're not doing this tonight.
Allegedly.
We're not doing this.
Samaya, oh, thank you. Gotta go see Sunny. Yes. Make sure you guys check out Don't Tell Me, Tell the People. She's doing right now, she's starting her Mimosa Monday. She's talking about don't F with cats. That crazy. Have you seen Don't F with Cats? Because it's crazy.
What the heck is that?
It all started from YouTube. You gotta watch it. It's similar to the situation that we're going through now with some certain content creators. Okay. That I'm not gonna say none of their names because I'm just over that situation. Okay. But it's really like you have to watch it. It talks about groupthink and it's kind of dark, but make sure you check it out. You might want to watch it on a day where you just don't. It's dark. If you like ID channel stuff.
Oh, every day, all day.
Yeah. Check it out because it was big. Don't F with cats, and it started out from time.
I don't remember anything.
Yes, I'm gonna text you.
I'm serious. I really want to watch this.
Yes, and going back to Giselle and Robin, they're starting campfires. I agree, Shy girl. Yes.
I really want to
Roberto, yes. Bobby, Christina, and Nick Gordon 2.0. Yeah, Robin and Juan. Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Yes. You know what? It might be like Bobby, Christina, and Nick.
Mm-hmm. It's just a weird situation. It's very weird. But let's get to this Candace and this video shoot. It was just, woo, I took notes on it. I got 3 pages of notes. I'm not going to go through them all, but this was a mess. And even though it was a mess, I'll say this before we get to this, the way this shoot went, because it was raggedy. The video itself, I watched it. It's actually not bad. It was way, way better than what I expected.
Really?
So, yeah.
Watch the video. So that scene alone was like,
yeah, Candace posted this video. So we get to video shoot day. Giselle, Mia, and Wendy show up at first, and Mia is, of course, side-eyeing the location. And yes, the Queen of Cheesecake. I'm gonna leave that up for a minute. Where are the cars at?
Because I saw no Fast or Furious.
Yes. Chi-Town girl said, Chi-Town Naja girl said, what was I think Candace wearing? Because I wasn't feeling Candace's outfit, the leather biker shorts with the she had the knee socks with the Air Force Ones. Were those Air Force Ones?
She should have had on Wendy's outfit.
Top. And yes, Candace was stiff. What'd you say?
She should have had on Wendy's outfit.
Yes, Wendy. Well, she should have had on a Scala. I love the way a Scala looked. That was so
nice.
Cute. She was the best dressed. Wendy and Marcella were cordial. Did I say Marcella? Wendy and Giselle. Marcella, I'm looking at your name, Marcella. I'm putting you in the show already. Wendy and Giselle were cordial with each other, which was good. Mia, well, Mama Dot showed up. As soon as Mama Dot shows up, Mia's like, "How old are you?" So I didn't realize Mama Dorothy was so young. She's only 54.
Yeah, and she's younger than Karen.
Yes, she is. So she had Candace. She had to have Candace probably like at 20, I guess, because Candace is like 30, between 32 and 34, I guess. But I did not realize that Mama Dorothy was so young. But Candace showed up.
Candace only had 20s?
Candace is 32 or 30. I think she might be 33 or 34. I don't know. She's somewhere. You and her may be the same age. So she's somewhere in her early 30s. Okay. But oh, and hey, Keaton. He said, y'all got me running the street.
I gotta put some air on.
All right. So I'm gonna talk for a little bit. So Mia is side-eyeing this video shoot. This tractor that keeps going by. The cars are not there. Everything seems like a mess, and it looked a mess from it looked like it was going to be raggedy. So I was shocked that it turned out so well. But we're gonna get to Mia messy self. Yes, Mia was out of line, but it was hilarious. It was very out of line, but hilarious. What did y'all think about Mia saying she effed Chris? Vote for. When did Mia say she effed Chris? I thought she said he would. Well, I did see that tweet. She said he was in her kitchen or something like that. And Chris replied saying he likes browner, chocolatey, or more chocolate women. So I don't think that's true. I hope it's not true. I hope he didn't get with Mia. Yes, that tractor had me cracking up too. Mia pulled a Karen. Know what that is? Chris coming? Is Chris coming? So she asked that. With the whole husbander thing, Miss Dorothy didn't feel like that was a good look. Nobody. Let's just talk about that. So nobody feels that Chris being the husbander is a good idea, and I have to agree. That's a sticky situation to be in, especially with the type of women that these are, because it kind of comes off like this man is unemployed and mooching off of Candace. It just looks that way. Even though he might have good intentions or whatever, it looks like he's mooching off of her. Chi-Town said, so according to Candace, the car situation wasn't Chris's fault. On the show, she was saying he effed up. Mama Dorothy needs to be a housewife. She definitely does. She needs to replace Candace, if you ask me. Mama Dorothy needs to replace Candace. Mia also asked Mama Dorothy, well, while Candace was collecting the cars to be in her video, Mia asked Mama Dorothy, is Chris getting paid? What was up with Mia asking all these questions? Like, that would have pissed me off. And especially during this video, like, it's an important time for me. If I would have saw that, I would have been like, she has to go. She has to go. I just would not have wanted that. First, I want to ask you, what do you think about Chris being, I was going to say Mia. What do you think about Chris being Candace's husbander?
Hell no. I'm sorry, excuse my language. I was trying not to cuss. But absolutely not. First of all, you couldn't manage the restaurant and close down. You're not about to manage my career of singer or anything for me. I don't think it works out. Look at Mary J. Blige and Kendu. Sometimes it just don't really work out like that. And not that she's going to be as big as Mary, because it's my favorite. But I just feel like sometimes that doesn't really work out. Like, you can work with your significant other. I work with mine if I have catering. He'll help me out. But as far as him managing and doing my jobs, I know how I am as a person, and I'm like very particular. And I feel like that can cause a lot of, instead of like, it can really cause like that. I'm not gonna say detrimental, but I don't think that's really good for a marriage, especially a marriage as new as theirs are. I don't think that that's a good look, especially when you had another whole career. Like, you were in the kitchen, you were managing, you were cooking. You couldn't even bring food to the set, and you want to be my manager? You couldn't even manage to have food here for a music video.
Yes, exactly.
And that's your thing. Like, food is you. If you can't manage that one corner and that one area, you can't manage my career. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And you should know, since Hannah is a chef, her YouTube channel is Chef Hannah. So, and I keep trying to push her to do her channel as well.
I'm going to come back with it. I know. So
and
I'm sorry.
Make sure y'all subscribe. She is Chef, CHEF, Hannah, HONA. Chef Hannah on YouTube. But I'm going to get to Marcella's comment because I had to pause. Pause for the cause. She said she applied. He ate her lopsided booty, tossed her salad. Candace's mom name is attached to the mortgage, which I feel that, because even Robin was like, is Mama Dorothy alluding to she's still paying the mortgage? So when Robin said that, I was like, hell yeah, she's alluding to that. He ain't
worry about why you can't really pay your bills. But anyway.
Actually, Chris' name is first, Candace's name is second. ETL, it's all for ETL for the third name. Oh, that's the mama. So this is a hot ass mess. I believe, allegedly, I believe Chris ate the booty. You know why I believe Chris ate the booty? Because at the end of the show, Candace said Chris fucked up and he doesn't know, or she doesn't know how to move forward with him as a husband. She said that Mia's.
Chris ate Mia booty?
Allegedly.
That makes sense why she's still on their business, because he was all on her business.
Yes.
If you was in her groceries, of course she in your front door.
Mm-hmm. So Keaton said,
"Oh heck no!"
I had to make sure it was no bug.
They'll be having me kick me off stage. That'd be my last day filming, because I'm not about to film with somebody who was with my husband. And I don't fight no woman or anything for no man. That's not my thing. But you gonna disrespect me and be next to me after you was with my husband? I'm whooping your ass. I'm sorry. But
Keaton said Mama Dorothy was here for the mess, though. Mama Dorothy knew the assignment. She sure did. She was there for the mess.
Karen took some pass me not, but you quickly took her off camera to gossip.
Yeah, well, no, because Karen wanted to let her know, like, hey, whoa. Karen wanted no parts. Like, and that's how I be.
But still listen, though. But still listen.
Yeah, but I think she wanted to let her get what she had to say out and then just move along. Because a lot of times people will gossip with me, and and when they gossip with you, when they gossip with you, you become associated, and all of a sudden it was you and this you and
I know nothing
was doing, and I'm like, they just told me what was going on. I didn't give no thoughts, and then they'll be like, well, what did you say when they was telling you this? That's why I hate hearing gossip a lot of times, because I don't want nobody coming back to me asking me what was my response when I heard whatever. Like, check them, please.
First of all, I was probably tuning them out while they were talking. Let's start.
Chi-Town said maybe Candace made him quit because he was tossing salad. He was literally in the kitchen and in the bedroom tossing salads. Keaton said food wasn't in the budget. Right.
Neither were cars.
Exactly. Clearly.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
No, where's your car?
Exactly. The Queen of Shizak said, my other question was, is Chris really a cook? Because he way mighty clean coming to that video said, yeah, I was so confused.
He is a cook. I believe he is a chef.
I know he cooks, but was he cooking that day? Because Miss Dorothy said that he was at the house cooking around the house when she was there.
Why is that the apron on?
He said he had a class, and then he comes to the video shoot. This is my thing. I think he had the apron on to show that he was really working. I did feel sorry for him, because a man, all they have at times is their dignity.
Yes.
So when he walked up to that video shoot, he was probably embarrassed because the cars wasn't there. Already you got Miss Dorothy and all the women that talked about him being her husband jerk expected him to fail anyway. And they think that he's riding her coattails, as Giselle and Mama Dorothy said. So it put him in a spot like, when he show up, in his mind, he's probably like, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna have my apron on to make it look like I was cooking, because if he didn't show up, they was gonna talk about it. So it's like, he's damned if he do and he's damned if he don't. If anything,
with food, women like to eat.
Yeah, Chris needs to just get a job and not even worry about being her husband. I know he means well and that was easy or whatever, but sir, people, regardless, I know it's a new day, but a lot of people are still traditional, and you look like a man that's just living off your wife. That's what he looks like. And it don't even matter if he's getting paid or not, because she's just taking care of him. It don't matter. Young Rich said, I just can't with Mia. She reminds me too much of the Avatar in human form. That's how the Avatar described herself.
Oh.
Yes. Abiel said, Mia don't know what the truth looks like. I'm not believing damn word out of her mouth. Yeah. Keaton said, Karen said, I'm still mic'd, and Mama Dorothy said, I know. That's the part that
she knew it.
You're trying to put this man on front with all the business. Karen was like, whoa. Whoa. Like, what are we doing here?
Though. Not just because I like her.
Oh, yeah. Karen did look good. Marcella says, seriously, Chris does love her. I spoke to him. She listens to him. That's her comfort zone. He works in a restaurant in Upper Marlboro. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Why you came without food?
And Marcella, I'm gonna just put this out there. I come to DC a lot because I used to live there. My best friend is there. Upper Marlboro, I can't even say it, is usually where I stay in Maryland when I come there. So I'm gonna link up with you, Marcella. One day we are gonna meet because Marcella is cool people. Based off of the YouTube streets and from what I hear, she's always shouting me out. But I'm gonna link up. And sorry to go on this whole tangent, but I love Marlon as well, Marilyn and Marcella. Keaton said the chef coat was clear and precise for the advertisement. Exactly. Mama, this was what was hilarious. She had talked all that stuff, and then when he walked up, she was like, "How you doing? You need a hug?" I was like, "Mama,
the shade, the shade." And I loved it. I'm sorry, I loved it. I loved every part of it.
Mm-hmm.
She was like Wanda. She was Wanda yesterday earlier.
Yes. Young Rich said they also said Mia's youngest baby isn't her husband's. What?
What?
I'm
taking another sip.
Wow. I'm glad I got this allegedly up.
Please.
Wow. Marcella said he wants to work, Candace. He wants to work. Candace wants him close. She was mad because he was teaching an online class. Yeah, he was. But it was like here and there, it was like a side job because he was teaching a class. So
why do you need him? I'm sorry.
Shut-Town said, to me, it looks like a codependent relationship, but it's working for them. Yeah, they do seem, I'll say this, out of all the couples, they seem like they do love each other. What'd you say?
I don't see codependent. I think Mia really loves that man.
Not Mia. Chris and Candace.
I think he loves her.
Yeah, they both seem like they love each other, but
I don't think she loves him like he loves her. I think she just needs him.
For what? He don't got nothing.
No, not for money, but emotionally, like he's the calm for her storm.
I think they do love each other, but to be honest, when it's finances in a situation, there's always going to be problems. If finances are the issue, it's going to be a problem. And so Candace, she don't, when you think about it, she don't have a lot of money. Her mother took care of her. So I'll just say this, it's an interesting dynamic. Will it work? I don't know. Right now they're clapping back at everybody like it's us against the world. That's their new title for me, us against the world. So they're clapping back on Twitter. I do think they love each other, but will it last? I don't know. That's what really, and then they're on this reality show. So that's going to play another part as well. Young Rich said, I heard he was the head chef at Outback Steakhouse. What? Vote for Kenya.
Oh, yeah, Kenya is on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay. Mia and Mama Dot was ready for the shits. Yes.
Yes.
Keaton said, I'm staying out of family business. Not vote for Kenya. But Miss Dorothy said he was home. He was home cooking. Yeah, the cooking class is online. So he was, I guess, teaching the class. Voted for herself. What'd you say?
You couldn't bring your food that you was cooking for the class to the shoe?
I guess not. Well, he wasn't even supposed to be there because remember, he told her that he wasn't going to be there because he had the cooking class, but then he showed up because the cars didn't show up. So he had to show up and act like he cared. And he was like, I'm going to stay back because I know if I go over there, it's going to stress her out. Like Negro, or I'm sorry, you ain't even black.
Not Negro.
But sir, you showed up to act like you really had something going on when you don't. And that's all it was. Keaton said, where are his damn kids? They dipped in and dipped out because they sure acted like they didn't fool with Candace like that. True.
They probably don't. I'll say this though.
It's just calm to her storm. Go ahead.
I know that you want to be the man, and understandable because every man deserves to be the man. However, if you want to keep your pride intact, even if you didn't have the money, you gotta show something. Like you showing up empty-handed does not help you because people were already judging. So I'm not saying you gotta put on airs for people because if these people they don't put nothing in your household, or maybe the views because y'all on the show. However, if you want to show up, you know your thing is cooking. You know y'all got food at home. You know certain things You could have came here. Oh, he living after her. They wouldn't even been gossiping as much because they'd be like, you know what? He was doing. He had a little apron on. He came from work. He came from cooking. He is providing. He's the man. But you came empty-handed. You came with nothing to show. So you're worried about your pride and you worried about this and that, but you're not doing anything to actually help your case. Like, come with something. Even if I was assed out and broke, I keep cussing. I'm sorry. I keep saying the A word. But even if you was broke and had nothing, you have something that you can bring that would have been better and beneficial. She already didn't have a cars. She already had people talking trash. You could have just did something that it made it a little easier. That way you didn't have to say, I'm going to sit back and I'm pissed her off. No, she'd have been happy. Because at least, even if everything else fell apart, if I have a husband that's a chef, he told me he wasn't going to make it, but he showed up, even if he didn't cook the food, he showed up with just something to make this go a little bit smoother. That's more appreciated sometimes than your financial at that moment.
Yeah. I'll say this, being the age that I am, and let's say I didn't have the kids, me and Chris wouldn't have got married. I couldn't deal with somebody that had potential. And so in that situation, like Candace, that's why I feel like it was love, because this man clearly didn't have nothing. He got 3 kids. I think.
Oh, I thought he had 4, right?
Well, maybe 4 with 3 baby mamas.
3 baby mamas.
Yeah, it couldn't have been me. No offense, but I'm agreeing with Kevin Samuels today. The one and only thing. It couldn't have been me.
Make this
but
up.
Let me get to Marcella's comment, because I had to pause on this. She said, y'all, for real, Miss Dorothy resides in that house. She does not live in Georgia. Her and Dr. Watt's divorce, which she said is true tea. Candace does not have the master bedroom. Let me drop this link.
Wait, what?
You, Marcella, you are dropping.
Wait, what?
Yes. OMG. That little room where she had her picture. That's
why she had that life-size jumbotron picture of her.
But
and one of that
according to Marcella, she has the master bedroom. So
that's why she kept saying, I don't want this mirror here. This couch looked like your first apartment. It did. That's the couch in my sitting room.
Chi-Town said, I told you that Mama Dot called them children's mama. She said she wasn't feeding not one more mama. Young Rich, here we go with Kenya. Side note, Kenya did amazing on her first dance. They compared her to Beyonce. I'm gonna move past this comment. I cannot. Hannah loves Kenya more.
Kenya, and I'm all for her.
I am a Beyonce fan, and we are not gonna disrespect Beyonce tonight.
We're not going because I'm
not on
the Beehive. I'm
not on my
disrespect the Queen either.
Yeah, not on my
Kenya all the way. No disrespect to the Queen Bee.
I think Young Rich is trolling me now. Keaton said, when the comment was said, that's a big house to pay for, and Mama Dorothy gave the side eye and said, I know I died. Exactly.
I saw that.
Exactly. Chi-Town said, Marcella, I heard that tea from Georgia too. Woo, child. The poor man said no more. Yes. Keaton said, you're right. Remember her small bedroom with the garage bags full of clothes? I got the receipts. The Ox Hill condo belonged to Dr. Watts and Dorothy. It had to be sold for divorce. They was living in Oxon Hills, Maryland.
That's where we go. We go to Merle. You see, go there. We go to Oxon Hill.
Yes. And Chi-Town, your girl, is this what is this? Is this a typo? Marcella said, I got the divorce filing and court filing. Goodness
that
gracious.
Is public knowledge.
Goodness gracious. So, wow.
Look, you take your sip. I'm like,
So, my final thoughts on this episode, because we can end it. I'm going to end it at an hour. So, this was a good episode. I love the video shoot. Make sure you check out Candace's video, because it was a lot better than what I expected. I was shocked that it turned out good. The ladies being in it, actually, it all came together. So, that was good. But my final thoughts are, I can't wait to see what comes out, what Jules Wendy is going to drop, or what T Wendy is going to drop. And that's it. That's all I have. What's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is do not mix business with pleasure. Point blank and the period. And don't worry about other people's marriages and business. Focus on your own household. I think that's the problem nowadays. People want to give all this advice and then about other people's marriages and business and relationships, but they don't take it as their own. So my two things is worry about your own household and do not work with your significant other. I'm sorry. Working with and working for is two different things. Maybe work with, but don't work for.
Yes, exactly. I 100% agree. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, The Candy Shop. This was Mimosa Monday. Again, I am Candace.
Hannah, we didn't even finish our drink. Oh, no,
I know. This was Mimosa Monday. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to end this here with my outro.
But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my